Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So as expected yesterday, not a good area to be long when we started doing the video, and we have pulled back. We've closed the gap, which is a positive sign in my eyes anyway. Now what we're looking for is an area of potential support, and this is the closest area that we do have. I'll get to that now on the lower time frames, but you can see there's our swing low. You can see the rejection, you can see the attempted support here, and then we've come back down. The trend is down below the moving averages at the moment. Oscillators are starting to cross over. Now, we also have a bit of divergence here. You can see high, lower high, high, higher high. That is continuation divergence, continuation in the direction we were going, which was down. So, there's a line in the sand here, but there is a fairly interesting setup that is brewing, and I'm going to get to that now. So firstly, on the 3 hour, the view changes ever so slightly. You can see we've had the crossover. We did get above the 155, but remember, we always want to see a retest of that on the time frame before getting confirmation that the trend is reversed. So that hasn't happened. We're now between the moving averages. We do have a crossover on the faster moving averages at the moment, so this is an indication of chaos or a potential reversal. And then we have a separation of the oscillators here. At the moment, what we're looking for is a separation and a crossover for an aggressive move. So just look at the logic. Friday to Monday, strong move up, and then we've had a pullback. Now, if we just get down to the 1 hour, that's what we want to be paying attention to. There's our strong move up. Here's our pullback into the moving averages to come and test the moving average break. We've still got a bit of a gap to the downside here. Pay attention to that. Have it on your charts. But what we're looking for is an area or a zone here for support. Remember, what we're looking for is each one of these inside tails here. So you can see, if I just scroll to the left, you can see all the tails that are interacting with these two levels here. So I'm looking for price to come back into 12824 to 12800. I'm looking for price to come back into this area. Then I'm looking for support. If we can find support here, I'd be looking for a move to the upside. If this fails, then you've probably got a short scalp down to close the gap. And then you need to start reevaluating and seeing what's going on. But for me right now, 15-minute is more than likely the chart of choice. You can see yesterday it was big up, big down. That's a big pin bar. That's a proper rejection that has happened. And now we've got a crossover of the moving averages. We are below the structure that we're seeing here, but we've got strong support below us on the hour. So I'd be reluctant to chase shorts just yet. I want to see what happens in this zone. So if we find support here, I'd be looking for an opportunity to take a really tight stop and for a continuation up. And that's just based on what we're seeing on the hour. Okay, we do have a crossover the moving averages. We're above the 155. So everything on the hour is indicating potential reversal. But then on the lower time frames, it's indicating continuation to the downside. And I'm just a bit reluctant with that view at the moment. So yeah, I think that's kind of my structure at the moment. Not interested in shorts here. I want to see what happens here. We're so close. Anyway, it's 19 points odd. So I want to see what happens in this area. If we start finding support and you start getting some really decent price action here, then I'd be looking for a continuation to the upside. If we break through here, then the structure that's set up already this morning for shorts today will probably be the way to go. So you probably see us reject this, come up, reject something up here, then it's probably worthwhile taking a short. So in other words, let me do this. So we'll move down like that. Then you're going to move up to find some kind of support, and then one of these tails will act as support, possibly even the open. And then what you're looking for is an opportunity wherever this move up comes to. Let's just say it comes, let's do this rather. Let's say it gets to there. Then what you're looking for is a short entry there nice tight stop loss. You're talking about a 40-50 point stop loss, and your first target is here, which is 120 points. So it's a half decent opportunity, and then it also sets up sort of a cup and handle structure as well. So that's kind of the view that I'd have if this stays like this. If we start finding support here, then what you'd be looking for is some structure, but then the structure that I'd be looking for is an inside bar, an engulfing bar or pin bar, and the break above that structure would be my entry, my stop right back below it, really tight, and then I'd be looking for a continuation up. And the reality of today is the high that is in place already is what needs to give way. So if this gives way 12880, then all bets are on for a pretty strong move to the upside, a continuation to the upside. So that's kind of the view that I've got today. It's really a mixed bag, and it all depends what happens. Get rid of that. All really depends what happens here at 12,800. If we can hold 12,800, find some support there, then we've got a nice move to the upside. However, that gives way. This gap is definitely going to attract the bears. And then that just breaks the structure that is starting to form at the moment, which is the moving averages right now. So clear as mud. I would be very cautious on the 15 minutes. Wait for confirmations, jump in and get out quickly. Don't hesitate. Take your profits quickly, get off the table, and then look for the next setup. You may find one or two setups through the day if you just pay attention. And they'll be short, sort of, I'd say 70 to 100 point gains, if there are anything. Anyway, that's it for me today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.